Hey guys, French per here. And yeah, I think I'm French. So, for those of you who don't know, when I was playing video, I was making this kind of videos where I like to share my opinion a bit, my thoughts about, what's up in the game, the balance and all, this funny subject a bit. So, I think I will just talk about every character and what I think they should change a little bit, and I will talk about the maps as well a little bit, and that will be about it. Half of what I know about this game, or should I say, half of what I learn about this game is from you guys, so don't mind giving me your opinion, it's always useful. Um, so, first let's start with the big boy, Leatherface. So, Leatherface, I think he's fairly close to be balanced. I think that some complaints about him are, I would say, legit, but never completely. Like, for example, the main complaint about Leatherface, he can one shot. He can one shot even if you have a build that makes you tough and all. I think there is some legitimacy about it, but at the same time, I think that makes sense with the movies. I think that makes sense with him having a massive and big chainsaw compared to Cook having somewhat of a long pencil, you know. So the one shot makes sense, but probably tuning it down a little bit, maybe making it so it's so it cannot be enhanced as much as it is with some perks. You all know those two perks, okay? And there is a third one, which is this. Okay, it's somewhere, it doesn't matter. It's when you get stunned, basically, or this one, I guess, which makes it even stronger. I would say that this one particularly is the perk that makes him really strong. However, what people sleep on is the true good ability of Leatherface and damage. He can kill in 3 hits, an average character. So the one shot, that is a little bit harder to get. You can miss it compared to the hits that are pretty easy to land. I would say as a difficult part. So should his one shot get nerfed? I'm not sure. I think it's okay the way it is. I think it's possible that yes, there's add-ons. Maybe they should not buff his one-shot damage. I'm not sure, but some characters still survive his one-shot, so I think it's close. They could turn it down a little, just make it slightly less powerful, the one-shot, but that will be about it. That's my opinion. Cook is stupid. I think he does need a nerf for sure. He's well, there are 2 ways to see it. So, from I would say a casual player or even a good player who doesn't necessarily communicate in a crazy way, who is just good at communicating, he's kind of overpowered. His level 3 ability, this, for example, the face. Highlighted victims are marked for the entire family. This kind of takes away all the communication a good Cook player can have, and I would say skill. It takes away skill and make it less skillful. Yeah, it just makes it less skillful, and that's a bit too much because you can mark a survival for like 30 seconds pretty much. The whole duration of your ability you can have a survivor marked, and then you can have some regeneration skill here to make it so you can do this again. You can have 2 survivors marked at the same time for both 10-20 seconds. I think it's nuts. I think 5 seconds of being highlighted is enough to make a good play on the family side, is enough for your teammates to make a good play. So maybe if you have this ability, we should also maybe take away a little bit of the ability potential, like nerf the ability. Like let's say you get to this level 3 here, and okay, others can see, other family members can see what's up, they can see the victims, but your ability is shorter. No, a little bit of counter. Also, the survivors, they don't see themselves marked the whole entirety of this. Let's say you mark a survivor for 30 seconds, he will see himself being marked for about 5-10 seconds. He will not know he is actually marked for 30 seconds, which is why some survivors hide in a bush and think they're hidden, but in fact they're highlighted in red for the family team. Yeah, so basically you don't need, I don't think it needs skill, particularly I mean, with keyboard and mouse you can just track a player easily, so I think they should turn this down, make this ability have more of a cooldown than the others. I mean, if we are to compare to Johnny, who I will talk about later, Johnny's ability, like, come on, dude. I like to think balance is kind of a middle ground between all of the family members, and the difference between Johnny's ability and Cook's ability, it's just too much. Both are supposed to be about tracking victims, except he does not track them. He knows where they are without difficulty, I would say. Yeah, you can avoid it by crouching and all, but Cook players will spot you when you are trying to climb a ladder, when you are doing, when you are trying to open something. They also have the locks, which are really good. So yeah, nerf it. Nerf his tracking ability, not the locks. I think the locks are fine. I think he has 3 locks. Survivors can take them down one by one. There are ways to play around it. It's okay. No big deal. Just yeah, nerf his ability. So that's what I think about Cook. Hitchhiker. So Hitchhiker's major complaints about him and what people think should get nerfed is his traps. His traps, but not really his traps actually. How the fact that he can place them at so many spots. For example, ladders. He can place them above ladders, and I think it's stupid. I don't think it should be a thing, because a survivor cannot see the trap that is above the ladder. Therefore, he will climb up and step into it. The traps behind the cracks, those little cracks you can pass through, or the little crawl spaces. I think that as a survivor you can see them before you pass every time. So I think those are perfectly fine, and you do need skill as a hitchhiker to actually trap. That's your only power. That's a way to have fun as a hitchhiker traps. It's not anything else. Yeah, some people can go with a chase build, whatever. Maybe nerf his chase a little bit. Like for example, if someone really wants to nerf hitchhiker, they could nerf his unique perk. I think that would be okay. Wireframe, make it 50% and 30%. For example, if something has to be done, it's that. Then nerf the ladder thing, so it's impossible to trap above ladders. It's stupid. It's not a mind game. Survivors can see it. It's just stupid mechanic, I think. So that's what I think about him and his balance. Okay, now Johnny. So I think Johnny needs a buff. That's what I will say first. Currently there is a glitch going on with Johnny. A glitch, a bug, whatever, that should get nerfed. Obviously, that should get patched, not really nerfed. And for those of you who don't know, basically with him you can be much faster than the average family member. You can have a speed of 125%, I would say, by using a glitch that I made a video about it. You can just check it out. If we take away this glitch from the equation, Johnny needs a buff. His damage is good, which is useful. He is one of the best characters with Scout. However, I don't think he's close from someone like CC, for example, or from someone like Hitchhiker, whose traps are very useful, whose ability, should I say. I mean, actually, Hitchhiker, yeah, Hitchhiker ability is extremely useful. His ability is great. It's doing what it's supposed to. However, I would say the problem is in the skill tree, because some other characters, their ability at first is like kind of strong, you know, like you take Hitchhiker, his ability is fairly strong at the beginning, then it becomes way better. Johnny, I think he needs a buff right here. I think everything else could be okay if this gets buffed. So let's say, here it says ability bar recharge rate, that's good, recharge is good, so why not having a little bit of recharge on the side, but something here should make it more special. Something here should be like, I don't know, you can track instantly. Okay. Like I say, you go there. So what does it say here? Again, on the left. Clues left by victim can be analyzed 50% faster. You know what? Making 100% faster. That would be a good buff. That would be slightly game changing in your chases. Because you still need to get down, you still need to start analyzing, and victims can still see you running, whatever. Or maybe you can even add one where basically it doesn't tell the survivors you are actually about to track them, because they even know you're about to track them. And the thing is, when Cook is tracking you and you know, Cook already knows where you are. When Johnny starts tracking you and you receive a message, he's starting to like track you, and he's not at you yet at all. So that's very different. So please, developers, add something here that's a little bit game changing, and that makes Johnny strong in a way, in a fast way, meaning that it helps him catch up faster, or something that boosts his ability, not just helps it in some comfortable way, makes it more comfortable to use. Like what I'm using myself is literally change the color of footprints based on how recently they were left. That is completely useless. What I like is the fact that footprints, instead of being yellow, which is impossible to see with the sun, being present in some maps, they become blue, and sometimes they become pink. And only those two colors, and then I can actually see footprints. That's what I use this ability for, to see footprints well, because the game doesn't let me do that at first. So yeah, developers, please do something about it. Make them blue by default, by the way, please. And yeah, buff that. So, alright, now Sissy. Sissy, I think she's good where she's at. There is a glitch with her which is super annoying. Basically one of her add-ons, it's a unique add-on, I will show you. One of her add-ons is glitch, it's called rubber legs. Poison items, also slow down victim down by 10%. Basically it makes the player almost teleport, and it slows this down way more than it says here. Okay, it's more than 20%. And that makes her kind of OP basically. I think we've heard about players complain about her, but I think it's all she has. I think she's strong, but she doesn't have traps, she doesn't have locks. I think she's okay where she's at. Tell me what you think, but yeah, she's not that hard to use, but she's kind of close to survivors in some ways in her gameplay, so I think it's fine. Hey, tell me, I think she's balanced. Okay, survivors, so Connie. So Connie, I think a survivor needs to have this kind of ability. Yes, it's annoying, but at the same time it makes sense. A survivor has it, it's objective survival, so I think she's somewhat balanced, but very annoying to go against. However, there is a build with her, which basically uses that right here, and uses efficient locksmith. Well, you can use it with every character, but if you want, actually. I think this should get nerfed. I think, especially the second one, when unlocking doors, there is a 20% chance the unlocked tool won't be consumed with this. To me, along with this, becomes a problem. You can unlock like 5 doors in a row with only 2 toolkits and basically rush the game, make it less fun for the other side, for the family side, and I think it's stupid. So this should get nerfed a little bit, or honestly, completely removed. I don't know what this is here. I don't understand. Just completely remove it. Make the game more fun. Survivors will not care. Honestly, they will not care. I know it's OP, but at the same time, I'm sure they will be fine playing without that. So completely remove efficient locksmith. Maybe keep this one. Keep one. Or yeah, maybe keep the first one. Why not? You know, this one is. Wait, no, not this. Yeah, no, sorry, it's not the one I meant. Lucky Lock Picker, there we go. the very first time you use an unlock to open the door, it has a 50% chance not to be consumed. That could stay in the game, for example. That's okay. So yeah, so basically what I'm saying is this ability might seem strong, but those two perks are way stronger and they buff this indirectly. Because if you can one-shot a door, and you also have this and this, that's when it becomes a problem. It's the addition of all of this, okay? That's what I think. So nerf this, please. Other than that, her toughness and everything is okay. Proficiency, maybe it's what I like to use in this game because it's really strong on survivors. I would say is 50 proficiency. So maybe 45 should be the max. Still doesn't matter as much. Okay, so that's it for Connie. Leland. I think the problem with Leland is not his ability. It's the fact that he can combo his ability with bone scraps, and that's when it becomes problematic. So I think you should not be able to do 2 stuns in a row. I think there should be a cooldown. I think his abilities should be special and maybe be kind of the exception in some way. Though, you know, because that's all he has, right? So you can just take away his ability, yeah. Yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think about Leland. Anna. Anna is very tough, but it's what she's supposed to be, right? So, oops. So about Anna, what I would say is leave her abilities the way it is again. Maybe nerf it a little bit from the skill tree. Maybe. I'm not sure. Thing is with Anna, honestly, you don't need this extra, what do I have? 80% here. For example, I put it because it's strong, but I would like something more fun, honestly. It's just recharge rate, duration, but something funnier so we get to pick something else. Yeah, and then maybe developers, I think if some of you think Anna is not okay, you could nerf some of the possible perks here that basically you can combo with her ability, but I don't know, I like to think she's fairly balanced. Maybe nerf the toughness. Well, actually, every category here, maybe just nerf every category to 45 max. I think 50 might just be too much. It's just my opinion, though. I might be wrong. On killers, I don't have any issue with having 50 on any of the things, but having 50 on toughness or 50 on proficiency or 50 on strength is kind of. Oh yeah, oh, I forgot something. The stun time from Leland. Oh my god. Why? Like, where is that freaking perk? Where is that freaking perk? Taekwondo. Where is it? Taekwondo door. Just watch this description. Slamming doors on family members with stuns. Remove this shit. Make it 5 seconds. You stun a family member. It's super cool. However, why does it reward you so much objectively? Why, when you are Connie, tiny little Connie or tiny little Sonny, and you stun Leatherface with a door which should not hurt him, he's stunned for like 20 seconds. Doesn't make sense. So honestly, Taekwondo door, make it 5 seconds. I don't know, make it so the base time we have stunning a killer from a door is 0 seconds. He just needs to get back up, so it's a few seconds, I guess, and an extra 5 seconds with Taekwondo, for example. That's with survivors. The problems to me are more like the perks, honestly. It's not the survivors themselves as much. I like to think that perks enhance those abilities, and that's what we should nerf a little. So yeah, or even the 16-second stun in general. If a Leland has 50% strength, and he has some other strength add-ons, whatever, his ability here is maxed out. Killers can get stunned forever. I got stunned for 30 seconds in a row. I couldn't do shit because I got stunned from Leon from the front, and then he just used 2 bombs on my back. And while I was still stunned, like, you can get stunned before you even recover the family member. That's a bit stupid. Yes, developers change that, make the stun mechanic more of a fun mechanic. I would say not something fun for the other side as much, but more fun for the survivor. Like, still make it rewarding, but there is no need to make it painful for the family side. Hopefully I don't sound too family-sided here, guys. I'm just telling what I think. So, back to Anna. Anna, as I said, I think is fine. She's supposed to be a tank. She's good at it. Maybe make her slightly less tanky because it might be a little bit too much, but I don't think it will make a difference honestly to change her. Sonny. I think Sonny is perfectly balanced. Some people say that he's faster. He has Monduras. I'm not sure. Is he faster, guys? Does he run faster? Because I've heard that a few times. Maybe it's because his base ingress is a bit better. I don't know. Anyways, his ability, I think it's super cool. I think it can be super strong depending on how smart you can be, which makes it balanced. Yeah. You tell me, guys. I think it's perfectly balanced. I think there is nothing to say about Sonny. I like him. Maybe he needs a. Yeah, I mean, you see my beard here. I kind of give him some toughness, though. You know, his weakness is a toughness, but you can kind of juggle. Yeah. Anyways, Julie. Julie again, perfectly balanced. What do you think? I think she's perfectly balanced. Some builds on her due to her base stealth and base proficiency being so good. Everything being so good except strength. Strength is the one that you don't necessarily need, so she has some really good stats that makes her special. So again, a nerf for her would be a general nerf for the survivors to limit the attribute points to a maximum of 45. I don't think 50 is necessary. I don't think it ever was. I'll just turn it down. So basically 50 is 45, whatever, you know, to what you want, developers. Just yeah, that's what I think of Julie. You know, the survivor's ability are not that special compared to the killers, so it's hard to be like, oh, they should get nerfed. I think their perks are more effective, like the family members here. So those are my thoughts. Tell me what you think. If you agree, it's kind of new. This game is still kind of fresh and new, so it's only been like a month, a few weeks. I don't even know. But this game has been out, so it's hard to know what's really good and bad. And I just do my best to tell you what I think, and I think I'm pretty fair. Yeah. Tell me what you think in the comments or anywhere. See you next time, and thanks for watching this long ass video, and hopefully you enjoyed me talking for this time. If you're still here after this long time, or maybe you just skip to the end, and in that case, have a good day. Bye.